This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's now time for the fan roundup. 1-0 to the Arsenal, the classic. For me, a good performance. I'm happy. How are you?
I'm happy. I've heard a lot of people saying that we scraped this result, yeah. But look, you got to look at it like this: 61% possession, 14 shots to their 7.
Yeah, dominated there.
Yeah, 6 shots on target to their 1, 4 corners to their 2. They fouled us 19 times. That doesn't sound like a win that was scraped to me. Yeah, I mean, you might look at the narrative and say, well, we missed the penalty, we had a goal disallowed, that adds more fuel to the fire. We controlled that game. We controlled it. Yeah. On another day, we score 1 or 2 more goals. Yeah, so I heard a few people saying, look, we scraped it. You know, I don't think that's really fair to the players. I mean, you've got to remember that this is a young team. That back four, when Tierney's in it, he's the oldest guy in it, and he's 24 years old. You know, Aubameyang and Lacazette are the 2 elders on the pitch. Partey's another one, and he's not playing today because of his injury. So they're the 2 over 30, elder statesmen. Yeah. The rest of the team's youngsters. So when you're saying, you're scraping wins, you know, it's a bit disrespectful to these young players that we got in the team that are maturing, that are developing, that are growing, that are learning more about the game on game as well. Yeah. And look, I want to take it right back to the City game when it was all doom and gloom, right? You wanted a response from that game. Yeah, 24 points that have been available, we've taken 20. Yeah, right. We scored a lot of goals. We kept 6 clean sheets. You know, and it's like, you know, even in this game today, if you break it down on a microcosm level, we missed the penalty. It's the same thing. You saw after that City game and after missing that penalty, you're seeing a response from these players. And a year or 2 ago, you're not seeing these responses.
100%. We have to big up the response there. And a lot of fans here have said it was a scraped win, but I mean, that's top 4 form. Like I said earlier, that's top 4 form. I think we need to get these wins to get up the table. Would you say it's scraped?
You know what? It feels like it's scraped, but when you think of the chances we had, the 2 goals that were disallowed, it was due to the fact that one was offside and the other one was of Aubameyang touching it or not. But overall, it was a performance. It was a performance where you can't look at it and compare it to Leicester and Tottenham. They were good performances. This one was a not bad performance. I think the chances that we created, it was meant to be 3-4-0 today. We won, but not play at our very best. And that was the team. That team today was not at their best. But then you know what? They did the job. And for me, if you ask me who was my man of the match, I'm going to edge it with Smith Rowe. He's unlucky not to get into the England squad, if not the team. But for me, he's playing like an England player. Ben White is playing like a first-team England centre-half, and he performed well today. The tackles, interception, headers, he won it all. And for me, Joshua King never had a kick in this game today. So, well done to the Arsenal defence.
Fair enough, the kick that Joshua King did was more on our players than more than the ball. Definitely. Let me ask you about Mikel Arteta quickly. Where are you at the moment with Mikel Arteta?
I'm definitely Arteta in right now. I like what he's doing. I see he was under Wenger. He played under Wenger, and I think he's adopted a lot of Wenger's styles into his management. I see what he's doing there with the midfield 4. He's got Smith Rowe on the left coming into central positions. You see how Wenger used to have his midfielders interchanging and inverting from the wide positions. I like what Mikel's doing. I'm firmly Arteta in right now. Where's the attacking play? The attacking play is there. You've got Smith Rowe who comes off the left and he goes into the 10 position. He takes up those spaces, links up with Lacazette, links up with Aubameyang as well. So I like what he's doing. Exactly. You've got the fullbacks overloading as well. So I'm firmly Arteta in right now. Another thing that he's doing as well, he's got this team very organised defensively. He's got this team very serious defensively. You've got Ben White there, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Tavares or Tierney. When either of them are in, that's a solid back 4. Ramsdale behind them as well. Solid. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing as well. Follow me on Instagram as well. Expert Football News, latest football blog. Follow me.
Let me quickly ask you about. You spoke about the attacking form there. Are you worried about the attacking now at the moment?
I am concerned because we don't have that. We tend to sit more. We sort of tend to sit back, and when we've got the initiative. For example, like this 1-0, suddenly we're trying to just defend the 1-0, when in fact we should be going forward and attacking. And it seems that the identity that Arteta's putting into them is, well, don't really go too far forward. So when we got this lead, try and hold on to it. And that's wrong. And you know, Wenger, as much as we say he stayed here too long, etc., but when it came to attacking flair, he was the man.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Let me ask you, man of the match for you today.
Ainsley.
Yeah, definitely.
Ainsley. I think the way he's played recently as well, he's been really quality.
Do you think he has a place to stay in this side then in that midfield?
I think with Partey coming back in, he has a say. I think he's got an opportunity to. I think he'll probably have more opportunities as well to prove himself.
Yeah.
And I think today's performance says quite a lot itself. I think, yeah.
Were we wrong about the recruitment in the last window for Arsenal? The players that have come in, have you been happy with what you've seen from the signings?
100%. I feel like Tomiyasu, a breath of fresh air. Bellerin, he wasn't doing it for the last couple of seasons. Tommy Cafu. Ben White, I love it when he drives forward with the ball. He's bringing something else new to the team. Our defenders used before just backwards and forwards. You saw with Mustafi, sideways passing. And then to bring it more forward, it's just been beautiful. Beautiful football. I feel like we're getting our old Arsenal back.
I like that. Let me ask you, you feared for Liverpool when we return after the international break?
Yeah, because you know you'd have James Redmond who's going to be doing an interview soon for probably you guys going, Sadio Mane is the best football player in the world. I don't do if buts or maybes. I do absolutes. I do absolutes. You see Mo Salah, right? You know, running down the wing. You know, it's fantastic. You know what I mean? Then you're gonna be hearing this next week, right? Without a doubt, we're gonna be hearing this. But of course, it depends how we go about it. You know, again, if we do go into the game with the mentality that we can go there, we can go get a point, we can go in with a win. Of course, we've got no problems. But again, like I said, if we be sloppy, right? What do you think's gonna happen? Sadio Mane is gonna come and wreck Arsenal up again. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you to round up a style of play from Arsenal. Are you starting to see more of an identity from the side?
Yes, of course. I think Arteta is building a great team now. I think we have the best defense in the league.
Yeah, solid.
Actually, having Tomiyasu, when you focus, they can't pass him. They always go back when they.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think we can be in the top 4 this season.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So that's it for the fan roundup. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit a like, you subscribe, and you leave a comment below. We'll see you next time after the international break against Liverpool. Peace.